feel like it's only fair that the maggots go in as well.
The maggots go in your cock. Yeah, well, yeah, that's...
Interesting.
It's only fair.
Yeah. Tom wants it to be a fair competition, and the maggots have to go in your cock.
So yesterday I went out for a meal, and so I've gone up to the bar. She said, "Do you want any drinks before like you're waiting and stuff?" On the bar, they've got a big cloth over the Moretti sign, but like over the tap, so I can still see what they serve. And then they've got like sticker on this like Old Mount Cider side. So I just got up to her and said, "Oh, can I have a Moretti?" And like she just looked at me and gone, "Are you blind? There's a cloth over it for a reason." And I sort of looked at her in shock. I was like, "You're not supposed to speak to me like that."
I'm a paying customer.
But she was so like blunt about it. But then obviously my mates ordered the cider and there's a sticker on that. But that looks like more of it'll be in like operation. Is that the word?
Yeah.
So like that's definitely not the word. Operation.
Yeah. If the pump is operating.
Yeah. So he just said, "Oh,
it's not fucking if that drink's gone to fucking surgery."
So he said, "Can I have a Old Mount Cider?" And she just looked at me and was like, "Are you all just blind today?" And he's like, "What?" It was like, "There's a sticker on that for a reason." And all. I was like, so I looked at him and was like, "What the hell do you serve them? What can I actually have?" And then she was just pointing at all the taps that I could have. I was like, "Oh, I'll have that then." But then for like,
feels like you can have a Foster's and that's it.
So for the full meal, it was just dead like weird because she was just so like aggressive. Every time she put something down, she'd like slam it down on the table.
She fell out. Wow, I can't talk. She fell out with you.
I don't know. Just from the off, she just didn't like us. I don't think.
That's crazy.
She didn't get a tip though, so he's the real winner.
How much do you tip? Do you often tip, or do you not tip?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a tip.
What a bastard.
To be fair though, they put a service charge on that, don't they?
Yeah, I don't like that because that's just assuming you gave good service.
Have you ever been to that? What the fuck's it called? Is it Karen's Diner?
Yeah.
Where the service is just meant to be like.
Yeah, but you know what I don't like? Do you remember when? So for anyone who doesn't know, Karen's Diner is a restaurant in Manchester where you go in and all of the employees are just knobheads. They just like call your names, terrible service, but it's like part of the joke. But someone got in like, I can't remember what happened. I can't remember if it went to court or something anyway, because someone started giving them shit back. So this like fat waitress was like serving them food and giving them stick. And the bloke's like giving it her back, like calling her a fatty and all this. And then she fucking complained, and it's like, I'm pretty sure he like went to court and he had to pay a fine and all sorts.
She complained as in like, so when he was just giving his shit back, she was just looking at him like, "Well, this isn't
I don't.
This isn't supposed to happen.
This isn't part of the plan. This isn't what I signed up for.
Shit. You don't give it back.
You don't read the sign." Yeah, no, so someone like gives a stick back and they like take him to court over it or something. I've only got half a story here really.
No,
it's just, but yeah.
Well, that's weird. That's
so ever since that I've been like, I'm not going there.
I always wanted to go
I only
there,
want shit service if I can give you fucking abuse back.
How far are they allowed to take it, you right?
I don't know. I've seen them like calling people fucking all sorts.
It's normally just about the weight, innit, really? Like if they just ordered something.
I don't know, because surely they couldn't call us to about our weight. Like if I walked in and she looked at me and went, "Oh, you fat fuck." It's like,
doesn't even make sense.
Yeah. You're gonna insult me, at least think about it.
Come with some fucking material, you daft bitch. And then she'll sue you.
Anyway, welcome to the Top Floor Pod. Oh, I don't usually say pod on the end of that, do I?
No, but it sounded nice.
Okay. Welcome to the Top Floor.
Oh, welcome.
Episode 9, I believe. Episode 9.
Is it?
Yeah. Look us go. However, it is a somber day in the attic. White girls everywhere are in
offices around the world
are in meltdown. I heard a second Fiat 500 as hit the Twin Tower. As this is a white girl's 911.
Straight away though, when I seen it, I seen it on TikTok first, and then I thought, well, that's a bit random. It was just a message she put, on the thing, but it had like 7 likes. So I thought, someone's just on a wind up then. So then I went on the Instagram, and then since she posted it, and I thought, oh, for fuck's sake. Because I knew straight away, as soon as I load it back up again, it would just be full of like, just proper like sad videos. I think I've seen a video of one woman actually just crying. Just about the whole thing. Yeah.
Right, so
in turmoil.
For everyone watching, because Jack rudely interrupted me and didn't even explain what we was on about.
Sorry.
They've got no idea. Because bearing in mind, this ain't going to come out for another 2 weeks or something. So it's going to be old news by then. We're talking about the Molly May, Tommy Fury split. Do you know what I forgot as well? They named the daughter Bambi. Now, name your kid.
Do that, it'll come for you.
Name your kids. What
It'll come for you. But no, have you not seen
Shite to name.
Who's he called? Is it Miniminter, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, have you not heard him like slanging off like the choice of baby name?
No.
Have you not heard that story? Like
No.
it was on their podcast, it was like Randolph. Do you know who he is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was like, oh, his kid's name's Bambi, like it's an L or something, like just a proper like. So he said that, and then Tommy reacted to it like a proper like threat about having like a boxing match with him.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But then,
he's such a melt.
But then apparently he went.
I don't hate him.
He did that soccer aid thing, you know, when all like celebrities just play football.
Have you seen his throwing?
Thing.
Do you remember his throwing from it, Tommy Fury?
No.
It was like,
we need a fucking thing, though. I can see it.
I know,
Reaction thing.
But he stood like about to do a throw in, so ball's over his head. He like fakes one, and then
he fakes it.
Yeah, he
does
like
a fake throw.
Well, he don't like fake it, but he like goes to throw it to someone and stops himself, and then goes to throw it to someone else, but underarm rolls it to him. And it's just like, oh, you're definitely not allowed to do that.
Did he get away with it though? Or did he?
I'm pretty
call
sure.
it back
I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure he did.
But no, yeah. So then them two met apparently, Minimeter and Tommy, at that thing after he'd said about his daughter. I think he was like, well, that's it. He said that he went to go and like they were doing pizzas or something in like what's it, changing room, whatever it's called. He went to go and grab a pizza and then
slapped the pizza out his hand.
But no, Tommy weren't there yet. Apparently, someone was just saying that that's his pizza. But
that's Tommy Fury's pizza.
Apparently was just like, oh, I'll just grab it because it's just pizza. I thought it was just for everyone. But then like he said there was like a big shadow came behind him and he was like just staring at him eat this pizza. But apparently he just like shook hands, nothing fun happened or anything. So what's under the bridge? But
yeah, no.
I mean, he's not going to just punch him at a charity event, is he?
Well, no.
Calling his kid Bambi. So yeah, watch what you say.
Calling his kid by its name.
He'll shake your hand if you. I need to put this in my pocket now.
Well, something tells me that we're not quite going to get the scrutiny that Miniminter gets.
No.
But
let's be honest, probably won't even see it.
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
That was my point. Thanks for explaining it.
Yeah, maybe it will. Episode 9.
You never know. Maybe we'll suddenly get loads of traction between
it's the
6 and 9.
The Tommy Fury Molly May scandal that gets us the big the big blow up.
I'll tell you what, I'd hate to be a rebound.
Oh, Tommy. Sorry, no.
Yeah. You alright, you?
I can't, you know, when you just can't get your words out properly, what you want to say.
Yeah, that's not important for this.
But no, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I'd hate to be a rebound. Imagine having the Furies ringing you at 3 a.m, asking for a straightener.
John Fury. Oh, to be fair, with from what I'm seeing it's more his fault than ours.
Well, word on the street, according to a lot of girls on Twitter, apparently he's just been slinging his dick around Manchester.
That's why they broke up, or just after it?
No, apparently that's what he's been doing like their entire relationship.
Oh, really?
He's just throwing his cock around town, painting the town white.
I'm already seeing like videos of you can see it early. You can see the early signs of why they broke up, and it's like Molly May. I think what was that documentary? Is it the Tyson Fury one?
I don't know. I don't watch anything on any of them.
Them two were on it, I think, and like I think Tommy was training while Tyson were training, And like, there's like a video of Molly being like, you know, like, does he not know that I'm like heavily pregnant? Like, he should be at home with me, but he's just obsessed with training camp and stuff. So everyone's just like pulling videos out and just like, what that's about.
I mean, that's probably, I don't know. People are probably like over-analysing stuff, aren't they? Because like, I don't know, if they never broke up, then those videos wouldn't mean anything, which I know sounds like fucking contradictory. But like every relationship will have moments like that. But you can't just pull them out now just because they've broken up and be like, oh, see, here's proof.
He's a cheating scumbag. How did he do that to Molly? Anyway, let's lead on to the next topic.
Yeah, well, I mean, you really hit that. Like you were gonna go into it.
I had nothing to say about Molly anymore. She's doing me head in.
No, but the way you said it is like, anyway, is this other thing, and instead just asked me a question.
Well,
I can't talk today. I realised I just gave you shit for that, but
well, yeah. At least we're both suffering from this. So I was trying to pull out like some sort of like list for this, and I thought it'd be quite difficult, but it turned out to be quite easy. Some of the strangest laws around the world, so it's illegal to do these things in places.
Okay.
And the majority, like, I had to shorten the list down because it was just too easy to just find them because of how daft they are.
Don't we have one where you're not allowed to like act in a certain way or something whilst carrying a fish?
Oh yeah, that is one on the list.
Is it?
I didn't even know about this one.
Yeah,
you know?
no, I knew about that one.
I will start with that one then. UK, the 1986 Salmon Act makes it illegal to handle fish in suspicious circumstances, which means you can't handle salmon. Was it just salmon? Oh, salmon that have been illegally fished. It's illegally fished. It's also to shake your rug out the window before. Oh wait, this is a different one.
That's a different law you've just combined.
This is just merged into one.
You're not allowed to hold a fish and shake your rug.
I'm gonna pause that one.
If you want to shake your rug, that's fine, but you can't do it. You can't do it whilst you're holding a fish.
Hold a salmon in this hand and shake a rug. It's fucking mental.
No, first of all, I thought that law was from like.
It is illegal to handle fish in suspicious circumstance. What's a suspicious circumstance of holding a fish?
I think holding any fish is a...
So if I had a fish in my hand right now, that'd be classed as suspicious.
Well, to me it would, because I'd be thinking what you're doing with that fish.
Yeah.
I don't think you're necessarily up to something with it, but I would have questions about why you've just got a fish in your hand.
Which means you can't handle salmon.
Also, I thought that law was going to be from like...
Illegally fished. What makes fishing illegal? Sorry, did I just cut you off?
Yeah, for the fucking fourth time. One of these days, I swear to fucking God.
You'll smash my face in.
Yeah. We're going to have to delete the footage because it's just going to be me murdering Jack. I forgot my point. I forgot it. Look what you've done.
Well,
oh, I thought that law was going to be from like 1700s or something. Is it from 1986?
1986.
What was happening in the 80s with salmon?
The Salmon Act. Yeah, it's just the suspicious circumstances that's got me. I don't know what makes holding a fish like suspicious. But yeah. And also you can't
I don't know when holding a fish isn't a little suspicious.
You can't handle salmon that has been illegally fished as well. So what makes that illegal? You know, fish in certain areas.
Yeah, there's like certain areas where you're not allowed to fish, and certain ways of fishing as well. But that's not very interesting. Well, it's not funny anyway.
You know what I don't get? Like, well, I do get it because I don't want to kill them, but just like when they like catch something and then they just look at it and go and they just chuck it back.
What do you want them to do with it?
I don't know, just keep them like a trophy. Like, if you catch... Hear me on this one,
just be a load of fishing boats with shitloads of, like, dolphins and sharks and stuff as trophies.
Fair enough, it's just a little shitty
and then they'd all just be dead.
And you don't want it, so just chuck it back. But say if you caught, like, a massive fish that you could, put on the wall or something. Like, it's just a massive fish. Like, fuck me, I've just caught that.
I think in your head, you're
that.
picturing one of those fish that's on like a plaque and you press a button and it like sings and dances its head.
I know exactly what you mean.
I think that is what you're picturing. And I need to tell you that's not a real fish.
Well, if there's any fishes out there, just explain the reason why you chuck them back.
Don't go near Jack based on episode 3 or whatever it was.
Oh, shit, yeah.
We'll call back for you.
I'll let them watch that and won't explain it.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I'll go into the other one about rugs, because I didn't realise this was a separate one, it was all in one paragraph. It is also illegal to shake your rug out the window before 8 a.m. in London. You can't carry a plank along a pavement unless you're But these are all just separate ones into like one big paragraph here.
Who wrote this? Have you put this in your notes?
Yeah, I copied and pasted it.
Well, there's your problem.
But it's their fault, 'cause it's their paragraph. Well, it's separate.
No, because it's probably when it's gone into your notes, it's like merged it all or something, I don't know.
Well, anyway, it's also illegal to shake your rug out the window before 8 a.m.
I wonder why. It's not like it makes a lot of noise or anything.
So at 8:01, you're allowed to do it.
Yeah, but at 7:59,
it's forbidden.
I wonder what sort of sentence you get for that. Well, what are you in for, mate? Oh, I've got 12 months for shaking my rug out the window.
I mean, well, I was gonna.
Is that euphemism? You're a chomo.
I was gonna say them. It was like, who's gonna stop us now from? Well, it won't matter now because it's past 8 a.m. But say if you come up here at 7:30 in the morning and just start shaking your rug out the window.
Well,
if someone sees you, they're just gonna start ringing police.
Like,
there's a guy shaking his rug out the window.
Like, surely nothing happens anymore. Well, I wonder why that was.
This is all in the UK as well. So you're allowed to do that abroad. If you're ever on holiday and you want to shake your rug.
If you just nip over the channel, then you're all good. Shake your rug where and when you want.
This next law as well is probably going to suit me more than anyone. Probably should have suited me. What was the episode we just put out? The shit bandit one.
6.
This is something.
Episode 6.
This is something that I would have needed in episode 5. If you haven't seen it, then go and watch it. You must let anyone use your toilet if they ask in Scotland. If you need the toilet, you can knock on someone's door and ask to use their bathroom, and by law, they cannot deny you.
What? Really?
Yeah. That
makes homeless living a lot easier.
Have you like?
Because part of my fear of being homeless is like not being able to defecate in a.
Oh yeah,
in a nice condition.
People. I'm just thinking about
your neighbour.
Selfish habits. If I needed a poo in somewhere.
Well, yeah, but like.
Well, I was looking at the rest of that.
I mean, tell you what, you'd take the piss with that if you were homeless. You'd be like, I need the toilet. And then once you're in the bathroom, you're straight in the shower.
So imagine, I'm clenched.
Banging on the door. What are you going to do? Beat your own door off? Don't matter to me.
Well, it's like, say
I'm already in it. You may as well let me finish.
Clenching for a poo, right? And I'm busting. I need to go. Say I don't know who you are, right? So right. I've never met you. No, I'm running to your door because I'm like, this is by law. He has to let me in. I'm like knocking on your door. I'm busting. So like, I'm fucking proper like knocking on it.
Right? Yeah, we get it. You're knocking on the door. Fucking hell.
You answer it.
Sorry, how are you knocking on the door?
Banging this door down.
Are you proper knocking on it?
Yeah, I'm proper going for it on this door. So you answer the door.
Filling time.
I'm just like, I don't know, doing a shit dance. Imagine that in however way you will. You're just like, well, what's wrong? I'm like, I need a poo. You have to let me in. It's the law. He was like, you're not pooing in my house. So then you shut the door on me.
Mm.
Have you committed a crime there or?
Yeah. You've just spent 5 minutes explaining to us about how that is a crime.
And then I'm just there like, well, it's the law. You have to let me in. So then do I have a right to boot your door down or is that breaking and entering?
I don't think you're allowed to overcome one law by breaking another law. I don't think just because someone.
But if we both brought laws together, And then
they don't cancel each other
and the
out. You
police
both
ask
just get
questions.
charged.
And he's like, well, he didn't let me in for a poo, so he brought that law. And then he was like, well, you broke into his house. But I was like, oh, we'll just shake hands on it, you know. We've both brought laws here. I've had my poo now. I've broke in and done it.
Do you, like... It's not like an eye for an eye system, you know? Like, just because one person breaks another law and you break a law breaking into their house doesn't mean you've now not committed a crime. It just means you both have.
We can be cell buddies then. We both get thrown into a police van together.
What are you in for?
Podcast in the cell.
Oh, because I didn't let you in my house to have a shit. What about you? Oh yeah, broke your door down. Go on, what's the next one?
Sorry, yeah. So in Arizona, donkeys are not allowed to sleep in bathtubs.
What?
That is literally it. But there's no other bits after it. So if you have a donkey, you're not allowed to sleep in bathtubs. Speechless, yeah, so was I when I read this.
I don't know what to say about that. I don't know where, like, why, what has happened at some point.
That was the first one I seen, you know, when it came up. I just copied and pasted it straight away. It's just a pure. You know what it reminded me of? I don't know when this episode came out. I don't know if I've dreamt this or we actually filmed it, where it was like a cow falling through a roof in Brazil and landing on a guy. Weirdest deaths, that right?
Yeah, that episode's gone out, hasn't it? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
It reminded me of that and I don't know why.
I want to say that was like episode 2, I reckon. A lot of callbacks here.
I know.
If you're watching this one, you've not seen all the others. Go back, have a listen.
I've nearly just called this country Samoa, so it's Samoa.
Yeah, in that where...
Couldn't tell you. Samoa.
Are you doing this on purpose?
Sorry.
Isn't that where... I couldn't tell you.
It's
You didn't let me...
force of habit. I can't.
You didn't even let me finish the sentence. The question.
Go on.
To be fair, now that I think about it,
You have nothing to say.
I might have thought this just because his last name rhymes with it.
Go
I was
on.
going to say, is that not where Jason Momoa was from? But that might just be because his last name rhymes with Samoa.
Well, I just nearly called it Samosa, so it's illegal to forget your wife's birthday anyway.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I bet.
So I bet there's a lot of men in prison over
there.
Yeah, that's basically it for that one.
I'd be alright.
I just nearly read the Scotland one out again. That's your lot.
That's all of them.
I can probably find you some more, but I don't know how long you want to stay on this subject for.
I can probably find you some more. Like, if you just want to watch me Google for the next 10 minutes, that's fine with me.
We'll put you on hold.
Oh, yeah, no, there's some crazy laws.
Okay, no.
Oh, what laws how many laws do you reckon you've broken? I reckon all of your law breakings are shit related. Well, I can think of a couple that aren't, actually. But
Well, I'm guessing what I admitted to in the other episode that's just gone out was probably a crime.
oh, 100% a crime.
Public indecency.
Yeah, there's got to be something for shitting in public.
But if I
That's
was in
such
Scotland,
a fucking... I still can't...
that won't be a problem if I was in Scotland because I'd be at your house. Pooing.
Well, I mean, to be fair, if you were here anyway, I would let you use my toilet.
Yeah, but we don't know
As you do 3 times an episode.
before this episode, actually.
This time, yeah.
Hmm?
This time, yeah, left in this episode for you to go.
I am having a monster as well, so that's just cause for disaster.
Did the mic pick that? I don't know what to call it.
A plump.
Plump.
Plump?
Plump.
Is
With
that
an
a
M.
word? Plump. Yeah.
That's not a word.
Is it not?
Plump.
Plump.
Are you thinking of plop?
Plop. Yeah.
Right. Anyway,
Next segment.
new topic.
Also, so I lended me my cousin me
Lended.
borrowed. I'm just making up words today. So borrowed him me Amazon Prime account yesterday, and
It's another crime.
he was like ordering stuff, and obviously you can just see what obviously the shit I bought.
Yeah.
So he looked and he's like texted me. He was like, "What the hell have you been ordering?" I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, and he sent me like a picture of that. I was like, why have you ordered like that squirrel from Ice Age? I was like, what do I say? And then I said, oh, it's for the podcast. He was like, all right. Well, then I was like, that really don't like clear it
that
up.
doesn't explain anything.
I don't know, all right.
I had to explain to Lucy why you'd bought it.
Oh,
Right. Speaking of crime,
go on.
back to that. Away from the squirrel.
Mm.
Woman sentenced to 9 years for stealing $1.5 million in chicken wings.
$1.5 million?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
How long has she been sentenced?
9 years.
Well, it's a lot of money, to be fair.
Well, let me break it down for you.
Mm.
So Vera Liddell, 68, pled guilty to felony theft for stealing more than 11,000 cases of chicken wings valued at 1.5 million.
What chicken wings were they?
Well, like what flavour?
Like, where was it? Like KFC ones, like already pre-packaged, or
I don't.
or was it just your?
I was unprepared for this question.
Sorry.
Hold on.
Well, there's some good wings. And
A former food service director for Illinois school district was sentenced to prison for stealing more than $1 million worth of chicken wings that were billed to the district but never given to the students. So they were supposed to go to schools, but we've gone to
put them in a freezer.
Imagine they've gone
Fit
to
all
her
them
house.
chicken wings in a freezer.
Well, someone broke it down.
She live in a fridge.
So they've broke it down here. So it works out at 5.9 million chicken wings.
Oh.
Because apparently the cost per wing was 20p. Which is fucking bargain. But I suppose when you're buying in bulk like that. This crime was committed across 580 days. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're following me?
Yeah.
Which means that is 10,172.4 wings per day.
Whoa.
And assuming every day she gets
on the road. She got any? Sorry, no. I'm sorry.
Assuming every day she gets 8 hours of sleep. I feel like I can't talk here as well. And he's interrupting me every fucking second. I just.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Tom's encouraging him.
Me.
So, assuming fucking what is she called? I forgot her name now and everything.
Susan. Why is she
Vera.
called Susan?
Vera.
Why Susan? Why did I say Susan? Oh.
Right, assuming Vera gets 8 hours of sleep per night, that is 635 wings per hour.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm scared to speak now. I don't want to interrupt him. I've put my hand up like I'm in school to speak.
It works out that she's getting 0.8 minutes per wing. I think that's what that's saying.
She said she was in the 60s as well.
68.
No, mate, was that all but past year?
It was like 580 days or something like that. So,
I mean,
closer to 2 years, but not quite there.
It's a random one. I mean, like you said, if it was for something, like if she was a teacher, but she's just going straight to her like fridge. Why does she need so many wings?
I imagine surely she's selling them on, the chicken wing black market.
She's actually KFC supplier.
She might be. You never know.
The Colonel's wife.
Vera Sanders, whatever it is called. I'm not seeing what she's done with the wings.
Oh. Oh, Susan, what are you doing?
Wow, this is a fucking long article, this. What a crazy thing to be in for. Like, when she's in prison is...
She's coming in.
What are you in for? I've got 9 years for stealing chicken wings.
It's alright, Susan. I'm in prison for shitting in his house.
Vera.
Yeah, it's Susan to me now. Said it too many times.
What was the other thing we was in
Mrs.
prison
Colonel.
for, earlier?
Well, that's what I mean. So I'm in prison for pooing in
No,
your
but that's the
house.
third time we've done this.
What? Pooing each other's houses?
No, the fucking... What are you in for joke?
Is it a unisex prison?
I'm guessing it is if Vera's in there.
Yeah. She's the third Sally.
Well, that's a fucking waste of time. He don't even fucking tell you what she did with the wings. I assume.
I mean, yeah, that is my main question, because it's just like, is she on? Is she just like supplying a restaurant?
She's got to be doing something. You're not eating 600 wings an hour.
And where's she putting them? Where are these wings going?
Straight to a thighs, I imagine.
Because how many wings a minute were it, did you say?
I can't
I
remember.
don't know. A lot of wings per minute.
630 something per hour.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well, that's like 100 a minute or something.
That, to be fair. She's just supplying a restaurant. She's got to be. Mrs. Colonel.
What could you do with a shitload of chicken wings?
Well, I'm gonna say how much money was it worth? Let's say sell them.
1.5 million. That's what we started off with.
To be fair, you know what? I actually don't like wings. Well, I do.
Fuck off. What do you mean you don't like wings?
But like when people say it's like the favourite food, it's like it's not, is it? It's just not your favourite food.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's
Like
my favourite
you would
food.
rather a chicken tender because you're not having any effort. You just bite into it. With a wing, I'm like anything on the bone.
No, there is something about it being on the bone that's good though.
Well, like rewarding.
Yeah. It must have some sort of like animal instinct thing going on where like you enjoy tearing it off the bone.
You feel like your Bear Grylls, like you just hunted for your food.
Well, don't he just like live in hotels and just go out and film?
Now, yeah, to be fair, this is a topic in itself because you know them, what were they like, Bear Grylls Mission Survive, whatever, where he just gets dropped in like a random place.
They're all just fake.
Because my question is like, if he's doing all this, like say like he's going through like some mad mountain, there's just like a camera crew behind him, isn't there, that just just forget about that's having to follow him.
Yeah, as a cameraman with him, at the very least. Probably got producers and everything else there.
Like the ones, you know, when he's like starting a fire, and it was like if you're in like, so this is like if you're stranded, like just showing you how to start a fire, then like he basically just pulls out, it isn't a lighter, but he's like, what is it, like flint or something, where he's just like sparking it. It's like, I'm not gonna have that in my pocket.
Yeah, flint and steel.
Like that's proper Minecraft throwback.
Well, I'm pretty sure flint and steel is actually how you start a fire.
No, I just
Which is, I imagine, where Minecraft got it from. But I'm referring to like the actual technique, not Minecraft.
What was I saying then?
About how you're not going to have flint and steel on you.
Yeah, like most of the stuff that he like whips out and starts like doing stuff with. I'm stranded.
Well, have you
I'm not gonna have that handy, am I?
No. Have you ever seen that video? So in one of his shows, he's like stood next to like a big crack in the earth, and he's acting like it's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
and talking about like how deep this crack is and all this. And let me finish. Let me finish. We're not going down this road again. I can't keep doing it.
Right, go on. Who's
Every episode is about shit, and I can't do it anymore. So he's looking at this crack in the earth. And then someone's gone to it and filmed it, and they're like someone separately from him to like sort of like expose him.
Yeah,
they filmed it, and then they turn around and literally like 100 yards away or something, like you can just see the road there. There's just like cars going by. And it's like, oh yeah, he is just full of shit, isn't
Oh, he is, but like, I don't know.
I'm sure he's got some like. I'm sure if you threw me and him into a jungle, he'd do much better than I will.
I don't know.
His shows all like.
Nearly did it again.
His shows are all bullshit and made up.
They are entertaining though. I like the ones where he takes celebrities out. Me, the one with Warwick Davis was the best one.
I didn't watch it.
Have you not? You must have seen the clip where he's going along like this rope, like it's like a no, it's not. It's like a bridge, like a rickety bridge, not the one out of Shrek. What holes in?
Yeah.
So like they're going through, but like he's having to hold up onto the wire thing, and he's like. Have you seen this clip? No, where he's like shaking up and down on this rickety bridge thing, and he can't like get off it.
Well,
Have you not seen that?
No, I don't think so. Does he fall over at one point and like slide through a load of mud?
I can't remember that, but probably.
Yeah. I've got like that image in my head for some reason.
But it was just. To be fair, I keep seeing Warwick Davis like compilations come up. It's so funny, and it's not just because he's small. But it is. But he's just really funny.
Is Warwick Davis the dead one?
Is it?
I don't know.
No.
There's a little person.
A little person.
That's what you're supposed to call them, innit? The little people. You're definitely not supposed to say that.
Are you not?
No.
I've just gone to type in little people. I didn't even mean to. What was he called? Warwick Davis.
Yeah, there's like a famous little person who's died. Not like
Warwick
today.
Davis dead.
Vern Troyer.
Oh, he was in the Jackass as well, was he? Was he not?
Vern Troyer was in Jackass.
Yeah, he did shit with Steve. I'm pretty sure.
It won't surprise me, but I don't remember that.
No, Warwick Davis is still kicking.
Good.
Seen him on Tenable.
Warwick Davis is the Ewok, innit?
Hmm?
Warwick Davis is the Ewok out of Star Wars, innit?
I've never watched. Well, I have watched Star Wars, but not like I haven't watched it. If that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? So like, I think I've seen like the first one, and then like watched bits of it, but never actually watched the full.
Honestly, I won't waste your time.
It's crap.
First three are pretty good.
I hear good things about Star Wars though.
First three are pretty good. Prequels go shit. Force Awakens, which was like the first like reboot one, is alright. It's okay. And then I think, they had one good film, Rogue One, and it's like the least Star Wars film of all the Star Warses. Like there's no lightsabers or anything really. But that's the best one. But the rest of them, I think, are a waste of time.
Yeah. Don't they all go in a weird order? So like they name them like so number one isn't actually number one.
So you have 1, 2, and 3, like in the order they came out.
Right.
And then 4, 5, and 6 are all set before 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, that's just confusing.
I mean, it's just a prequel.
Prequel.
I know, but they're not the only film to do it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of films that do that.
What, go back?
X-Men does it.
To be fair, what was you ever watched the Hunger Games?
Yeah,
they released that film. That was actually a really good film. To be fair,
a bit shite.
Do you think?
Yeah,
I quite enjoyed them. But they did that one with President Snow where he was like younger, and they've released that recently.
Yeah, well there we go. You now understand the concept of a prequel film.
I've just basically just contradicted myself. Is that the word?
Yeah.
Have you got any more strange laws other than Susan's chicken wings?
In my notes, I've written Colton crime story. But now I don't have any link, and I don't remember what that's about. So I'm gonna Google it and see if anything comes up because it must be a reason I've put it in my notes.
Is this a crime?
I don't know. I don't know what I've done. I've gone awry somewhere and not created a link for some and I've totally forgot what it's about. Have you seen sorry, I know you was about to tell me something, but you know the Hocteur girl?
Oh yeah.
Have you seen
back on Hocteur? Go on, what's she done?
So she done an interview, right? And she's talking about like was just talking about like what music she's into or some shit. You know, nothing interesting, nothing to hook to in.
Yeah.
And she says she don't really listen to Jay-Z, and then says, except that one that says concrete jungle, wet dream tomato.
Well, that's what she said it as.
Yeah.
To be fair,
What is concrete jungle where dreams are made of?
what did she call it?
Concrete jungle. Oh, wow. Oh, it's like I've got...
He made fun of me for this earlier as well.
I know, it's like I've got
I found my words somewhere.
fucking no tongue. She said concrete jungle, wet dream tomato.
Wet dream tomato.
Yeah. But now, when I
Trying to
listen...
picture that in her accent.
Now when I listen to that song, I can't unhear it.
Wet dream tomato. Have you seen that thing what Peter Kay did ages ago, where like he plays songs back and then tells you what he is?
Yeah.
Similar to that.
That was good, that.
Wet dream tomato. No, but to be fair though, speaking about Hocto, because we can't get enough of her.
She's become a real
I'm a bit of a mascot for the podcast.
tempo topic round here. Tempo. Tempo.
She keeps coming up on like little clips on like this podcast she were doing. And she was like the interviewer was like, oh, you've sort of become like our Dolly Parton, like our thingy, just because of the way she was talking, I think.
Right.
She was like, oh, do you like the way I talk? Do you like the way I talk? She was like, yeah, I can't do Dolly Parton. And then she was saying, oh no, yeah, she went, yeah, I need Dolly Parton. She's like, no, I'm Tom Mater out of Cars. And then they're having like this big like debacle because she doesn't know who Tom Mater is, like the interviewer. She's like, Tom Mater.
She's got a real thing with
you know the tow truck.
She's got a real tomato thing going on, hasn't she?
Hey, well, she loves it, doesn't she?
Anyway, I weren't even gonna bring that up as a topic. It's just something I thought of.
No, yeah.
So for the viewers, this is off r/TIFU. Today I fucked up. And I just want to get your reactions to this because this is fucking wild.
Go on, hit me.
So, around 8 years back, I lived in northern Mozambique. My mother at the time was going through what?
You ever seen Johnny English? Just because you said Mozambique. You know when he does that thing with his face? He goes, Mozambique, Johnny.
I don't know.
No, never mind.
No idea. Not a clue.
Oh.
I only know him as Mr. Bean.
Fair enough. Well, go on.
Around 8 years back, I lived in northern Mozambique. My mother at the time was going through a health nut phase and only buying food she deemed healthy enough. One of these was coconuts.
Oh, you said cocaine
then. Anyway, being a horny teenager, I fapped in regular intervals. One day I hear that my mother is going to be out for pretty much the entire afternoon. Horny me decides that it will be a fantastic idea to fuck a coconut.
I knew that well. That's where it was going.
Ended up grabbing the coconut drill. Through 20-ish minutes of concerted effort, end up creating a hole large enough for me to stick my poker into.
My poker.
I decided it requires some lube and grabbed the nearest slippery thing, some butter, before shoving it into the coconut, followed shortly by my meat. I fucked the coconut and it actually feels pretty damn good. I blow my load, shove the coconut under my bed and continue about my day. That just we're nowhere near finished.
Well, he clearly were.
Yeah, he was. For the next week, the coconut is my saviour. Which, first of all, you're already fucking a coconut. Why are you keeping it?
The next week?
He's already blown a load of it. And he then just throws it under the bed and just carries on about his day. For the next week, the coconut is my saviour. Whenever I want to get off, I simply take it out and fuck it in its delightfully tight hole, made better each time by accumulating volumes of my semen and butter acting as lubricant. That is vile.
Dirty bastard.
Why does that make it better?
Sick mind. Is this your diary?
You what?
Is this your diary?
Yeah. I wrote this. Yeah.
You're just seeing if I can relate to it.
I'm just hoping someone in the comments will be like, "Oh yeah, I did this too." About a week and a bit after the initial coconut fuck, I began to notice a few more flies than usual, as well as an odd, unpleasant smell in my room. Must be the coconut, right? So I decide that I'll fuck it once more before I throw it out and get a new one. So
Is that the end?
no.
Oh.
So not only is he shagging fruit, he's shagging fruit for a week. Goes into his room, there is flies and an unpleasant smell, and he thinks, yeah, one more time.
One last send off.
Yeah. Just one last poke.
So what are we on now for like how long it's been in there? It was up to a week now, so it's got to be.
Well, it says for the next week the coconut is my saviour, so I'm guessing we're getting to the end of the week.
Right.
As I penetrate the coconut one last time, I begin to feel a strange wriggling sensation. Puzzled, I pull my cock out to discover that it is covered in rotted and mouldy butter and semen. And teeming with tiny fucking maggots.
Yeah, I knew that. Maggots, I knew it.
They were wriggling
Fuck's
all
sake.
over my dickhead. And it's weird hearing dickhead in like an actual sentence and not
I'm not
calling
me
someone
one.
a dickhead. Yeah, not saying Jack, you're a dickhead. They were wriggling all over my dickhead, and some were even trying to force their way up into my urethra.
Yeah. Lovely.
Oh no.
Please tell me that's the end.
I screamed and threw the coconut against the wall, which made the situation even worse by spilling the contents. Hours of vigorous cock scrubbing, vomiting, and cleaning the remnants were spent reflecting on what the fuck I was doing with my life. Never again.
Well, at least he realised, but he doesn't realise what he was doing is fucking wrong. But
What?
it took maggots going into his knob. Oh, that face.
Oh, I don't like it. It makes me squirm. I feel sick.
Oh, imagine them all just like fucking doing conga inside your fucking Jap's eye. Oh. Yeah.
This is it. This is why you can't fuck fruit.
Well, have you ever seen American Pie? The first one?
Yeah, where
Where
he
he's
shags a pie.
shagging a pie.
Yeah.
I thought it was just going to be like, well, as tame as that, but
No.
it's
No,
he's
he's,
just gone that one step further.
No, I didn't. He's actually done an Ask Me Anything.
Is there responses to this? Oh, I knew you were going to say maggots as well. I just didn't want to interrupt you because I didn't want to slap. Fucking let me speak! Let me talk!
This is another today I fucked up. This happened about 30 minutes ago. I'm currently sitting in the hospital alone, feeling defeated. I've done this to myself.
Is this part 2 of the coconut guy?
No. This is unrelated.
Right.
But I can't remember what you said a minute ago, but something you said a minute ago reminded me of this.
Mm.
You'll see the connection.
All right.
Oh, it was about the maggots trying to get inside you.
Oh, right.
Oh God, it makes me like legs fucking tense together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so.
Like cross and go all like protective. I'll start with some backstory. I'm a closeted What?
Just what you said then. It got me.
I'm a closeted gay 18-year-old boy living with his parents. About a month ago, I was scrolling through Wish to see if I could find any funny gifts to get my family for Christmas. Lots and lots of sex toys kept popping up. I never purchased one, and since it was so cheap, I figured why not? It was a small dildo. Yeah, following?
Right, so this is for himself.
Yeah,
Right. Not for his family.
Yeah, it's not getting his family small
Right.
dildos. That's a pointless paragraph. When I got back to my room, I started searching for a good place to hide it. I placed it in a shoebox in the corner of my closet and left it there. Fast forward to today, I had completely forgotten about the dildo because school had me constantly busy. But now it was Saturday, Christmas break, and a ton of free time on my hands. I was laying in bed on my phone, randomly remembered about it, so I decided I would finally use it tonight. The night rolls around, both my parents went to sleep, perfect. Went to my closet, pulled out the dildo, pulled on some porn. It was all going well for about 30 minutes, which first of all...
30 minutes?
30 minutes
What, mate?
to be dildoing. 30 minutes seems like an insane amount of time.
Well,
I mean,
it's a
look,
full
I don't-
episode of Corrie, that.
I don't... Why, Corrie?
I don't know. First thought that came into my head.
I don't know what the average dildoing time is, but 30 minutes seems like a lot.
Yeah.
It was all going well for about 30 minutes. And bear in mind, after 30 minutes, we weren't done. It was going to carry on, but until I felt an itch coming from inside my butthole.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah. Any early guesses?
Just don't make it maggot related. It can't get much worse than that, to be honest with you.
So is that your guess?
So he's got an itch inside his arse.
Yeah.
No, I don't have a guess, but just go on.
No, Tom, any guesses?
None of my theories hold up after 30 minutes of use. What I was thinking of is it one of
The
those
30
ones
minutes
that,
of
like,
use.
shoot stuff out, like eject liquid out of it.
Oh,
Right.
After 30 minutes, you would figure that out.
Well, hold on, because
maggots coming out of it.
so for everyone listening, Tom's query is if it's a dildo that has the ability,
Realistic properties.
yeah, it has realistic properties to be able to fire stuff out of it. Which, if I remember correctly, you're not miles off, but you'll see. I pulled it out, looked at it, and there were ants crawling out of the dildo's pee hole.
Fuck's sake.
The makers of the dildo thought it would be a good idea to put an actual hole in the dildo for some godforsaken reason. So you were kind of right with the
Stuff coming out of it.
yeah, and the fact that it has the ability to that function, which I didn't realize that was a thing.
Oh, so is the ants
Which
in it
actually
now?
makes me question Tom's dildo history.
Very clued up on your dildos.
Yeah. Search for fake nipples once, and now all of a sudden you're a dildo expert. I didn't know how to
What a
react,
collection.
so I just sat there staring at it for a good 30 seconds. After my brain processed what the fuck had just happened, I ran to the bathroom, sat on the toilet, and tried to push, but nothing felt like it was coming out.
What, you trying to shit them out?
Well, yeah, what else do you do?
Well, just accept you got an ant's nest in your ass. I don't know, the time.
You got an ant's colony. You
Yeah.
are the queen ant.
Yeah. You are now the said home of these ants.
You are the ant colony.
Yeah.
I kept trying for a couple of minutes, but still nothing. So I finally stood up, bent down to flush the toilet, and saw at least 50 ants just chilling in the water. At least 50.
Oh, so we got some out then?
Yeah, well, some exited, but if there's 50 in the water, how many's in him?
Oh my word.
I could still feel that itch, so I decided I needed to go to the hospital. I didn't want any ants crawling up my goddamn rectum. I wasn't about to tell my parents what happened, so in my frantic state, I just left, got in my car, and went to the hospital. So here we are. I can definitely say telling the doctor what happened is the most embarrassing thing I've ever had to do. I'm writing this because I need to tell someone what happened. My parents are at home, sound asleep, probably dreaming about me leaving for college. I don't know what I'll do when they wake up. I don't know how long I'll be here. I don't really know what the hell happens after this. Fuck me.
There's got to be like a what happens next. Surely.
Well, there's an edit. The long-awaited update is here. But the top comment is, Doctor walks in. I heard you have ants in your pants. Actually, they're in my ass.
That was a good one.
Oh, wow. This update is fucking massive. You're going to have to give me... We might have to cut a little bit out of this. Just want me to read you the full thing? Or do you want me to sieve through it first?
I don't know. Just read it out if you want. It's no odds to me.
Be in the middle, read it all but really fast.
And go.
Well, shit. I did not expect my TIFU to blow up to the proportion that it did. So many people were demanding that I post an update, so here I am. I'll start by explaining what happened at the hospital since I ended my story off without any closure. I got in the emergency room, told the lady at the desk that I had a sex-related incident, and was thankfully escorted to a separate room where a nurse asked me to explain my issue. I told her basically what I said in my previous post. I could tell she was a bit disturbed, but she reassured me that a whole lot worse had found its way into the ER.
I want to ask her some questions then.
Yeah. Well, apparently, it's quite a common thing for people to use like hamsters and small rodents.
It's a dildo.
Yeah.
This is
I don't know if common. I don't know if common is the right wording, but it has been done before. Because you stick them in a condom and just shove them up there, and then they like wriggle about in there. Yeah, well, they always die, but they apparently quite often get stuck. So you get people going to A&E with a hamster and a dildo up their ass.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Yeah, well, you know,
everyone does it.
Oh, that post-nut clarity must be insane. To just like once you've finished with that, to just think, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, there's just an hamster in your ass. It's stuck,
and the absolute panic when you can't get that out.
His legs are just kicking behind, trying to get out.
Well, I imagine the whole thing goes in. Oh, imagine the back legs hanging out of them.
They just got some fat cake, so you can't get that bit in.
Tell you what, you must have a wide house to get a hamster in there. Although saying that, I've taken some shit bigger than a hamster.
Oh.
Anyway, must be like one of those like dwarf hamster things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, while I was sat alone in the hospital room, I pulled out my phone and wrote out my TIFU. I figured the people on this sub would enjoy my fuck up, and also wanted to put my situation out there without exposing myself to anybody I know. It took a solid 15 minutes for anyone to come back into the room, so I just walked back and forth until the doctor came in. He asked me to recite my story, which I unwillingly did, and to my surprise, he didn't react too negatively, which he must have seen some stuff. To hear that story.
Just not be fair.
The man in front of you has just told you he has ants in his ass, and you're just unfazed.
Happens every time, don't worry about
it. He told me doing an enema or two would get rid of all the ants, as they would have already died in the heat of my anus. So he gave me a couple of enemas and sent me home. Thankfully, I was only at the hospital for a couple of hours, so my parents were still asleep when I got home. I'm planning on not telling them about this, and pretending it never happened. I'll deal with a hospital bill later. Oh yeah, if he's in America,
Oh, you got
they get like mad hospital bills, don't they? He's going to be in debt for the rest of his life because he's got ants in his ass.
Wonder what the charge is for that.
No, yeah. Obviously, there's a couple.
That's probably the craziest receipt of your life.
Couple enemas running. When I got home, I immediately went to the bathroom and did an enema. No big deal. Until I looked into the toilet bowl, at least another 20 dead ants had to be chilling in the toilet bowl. I think I'd gotten the majority of the ants out when I initially went to the toilet.
Some push in that, I tell you. Some powerful shitting.
And then he's sort of debunking a lot of people saying it's like fake and stuff like that. He's sort of proving that it's all real, which, if anything, is a little more haunting. I'd like to think that this was just made up. But the fact that he's proving...
No, it's too well, like he's painted a picture in everyone's heads.
Yeah.
I'm picturing the two now. Which one's worse? I'll probably still say the coconut one's worse. Only because there's
that's that right. There you go.
Coming out of your bell end.
There's this week's Would You Rather. Would you rather have...
Yeah, we'll leave the cards there because there's nothing that's going to beat them two.
No.
So...
they need to add those cards in.
Just make our own off Reddit, just going for all the confessions.
Would you rather fuck a coconut and end up with maggots on your cock? Or... Well, I suppose in the second one you have to take a dildo in the ass.
But there's not maggots coming out of me.
But you get the ants. So would you rather fuck something and get maggots? Or be fucked by something and get ants?
I feel like it's only fair that the maggots go in as well.
The maggots go in your cock. Yeah, well, yeah, that's...
It's only fair!
Yeah. In case the mics didn't pick that up, Tom wants it to be a fair competition.
It's so chilled as well.
Tom wants it to be a fair competition, and the maggots have to go in your cock.
At least 50.
Oh, no.
If you shit 50 hands out, you have to have 50 in your knob.
No, because they're bigger. It's not the same.
Right, 10. 10 maggots. 7 maggots.
I think 1 maggot is rivaling all the ants.
5 maggots then, if you say 1. 5 maggots are going in you. Having a little
right,
swim.
so you fuck something and get 5 maggots in you. I don't even I can't even say it.
Bell end. Jap's eye. Sorry, I thought we were listing 5 things.
I thought my issue wasn't saying the word urethra. It was saying that maggots are going up it.
I'm going with I'd rather just have the dildo and just deal with the ants, because...
So you'd rather take something in your ass? You've got to do the 30 minutes beforehand as well.
Oh, I feel I did that bit. Can I not just shove it in?
I'm making it fair, like Tom wants.
To be fair, we're going off fairness. But like, I was going to say, if I could not just like plug it in, let the ants go in and then take it out and then just deal with the ants.
No.
I have to just...
There won't be enough ants in that time. You need to do the 30 minutes. You need to feel the itch and then panic.
You gotta be upside down and someone's like patting on the other like a ketchup bottle.
Oh, we need to get you mic'd up, man. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, God.
Oh.
Right, so...
What's your answer? I feel like you're swaying towards the maggot one.
Not a fucking chance. I'm 30 minutes of dildo and the ants.
Yeah.
I can't stand the thought of maggots. I mean...
Because there's an happy ending to the poo. Not poo, why can't it poo out my head?
You're a fucking absolute scat monster.
I can't stop thinking
You're such a fucking shit bandit.
What was I going to say then?
You're an addict.
I'm a fucking poo addict. This is just an intervention for poo.
That's a clip.
Clip that.
It's funny when I say it. It makes me uncomfortable when you say it about yourself.
He starts gripping the armchair.
Yeah,
It's just like, oh, get me away from him.
I do this when I'm like uncomfortable about the thought or something.
Just the full podcast is like
Yeah.
this. I've just totally forgot what I was saying then, because I've just distracted myself by saying poo.
You're saying something about the ants in your ass.
That's also a clip.
About the ants in your pants.
Yeah, it's gone. Whatever I was gonna say, but yeah, shit, I was gonna make a loud bang.
So are we all on board with with dildo ants over coconut maggots?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tom? Yeah.
That's what I was saying. There was a happy ending to the ants one. Like, he dealt with the situation.
I don't know if I'd call it a happy ending. He's probably got like hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of hospital bills.
But there was no, like, thing with the maggot one. I just, like...
What do you mean he's not dead? He just washed them off.
Did they not went in his knob in that one? Or we just added that bit into
No,
the
we've
story?
added that.
Oh, right. Well, wait, yeah, we were making it fair, weren't we?
He said some of them were trying to force their way in.
Oh, right.
So
So he just whacked them off.
they were banging on the door.
Right. So that sort of changes my answer, you know, because if they don't go in
No, yeah, but in
this one, alright.
in Tom's request of fairness, they have to go in.
Yeah, well, it's going to be the answer.
All right, so if they don't go in,
If they don't go in, I think I'd just do it because I'd just pat them off,
but the maggots.
and then I won't have anything in me. I know it's grim, but like if they're actually not going inside me,
Oh, how have we ended up here?
just brush them off.
Oh, I don't know.
But
Don't know
we'll
about
stick
that.
with the first one if they go in then, because now we're going to go down 2 different paths.
Yeah, I think I've got to go with the ants because I can't possibly do maggots.
Yeah, we'll agree. Ants in my arse. Do they form a nest? No.
Nah, they acted quick enough. Said within 30 minutes he was in the hospital bed, right? Innit?
Yeah.
So it was only an hour earlier that he was, just getting ready to start blasting away.
Yeah. Well, we'll agree on that one then.
Oh, that's a hell of a way to become a queen ant.
Wow.
Oh no. It's mad that like some people have like ant colonies like in the house, like as a bit of a display thing. And then he's just like had an entire colony just in his ass.
To be fair, would you say he shot most of them out though?
Said about 50 on his first attempt, and then after the first enema there was about 20. That's a lot of fucking ants.
Yeah, it is. That wraps that one up.
Yeah. I think that's the end of this episode. I can't do anymore.
That can't be topped.
No. That's
Anything we say now, we're just gonna.
I'm not gonna be able to think about anything else. So
Yeah, thanks for that image.
yeah. Right, well, thank you for joining us this week on the top floor.
I hope we haven't mentally scarred anyone. We'll definitely have.
I was gonna say
Scarred
me
me.
at the very least.
Yeah. Wonder how many people did what you did, like quiz, what did you say, protect yourself or something?
Yeah, like your legs like tighten up and you're like protect your junk.
Do you know that comment that Tom wrote about that we got saying what you're all on about?
Yeah. Yeah, that
You've been
really
very
applies
fitting for
one.
this
Yeah.
episode.
He'll be back. Right. Thank you for watching. Follow us on everything at the Top Floor Pod.
If you want to hear more stories about maggots and cocks.
Yeah, and shit and ants in their house and all that sort of stuff. Oh, how have we ended up here, man? Like, share, subscribe, leave us a comment, send it to one of your mates.
Honestly,
Just anything like that.
Try and
helps.
comment some confessions as well.
Yeah, if anyone's got any mad confessions, no one's gonna. Well, look, people will eventually.
Yeah.
But right now, because I'm just thinking, it's gonna be from their own fucking. It's just gonna
Just
be people we
know 'em.
know. Yeah. So they'd have to create an anonymous account to tell us.
Yeah.
But if you got any would you rather's, anything you want to share, if you think you got any good stories, I think would be funny to read out and get our reactions to, let us know. That everything?
Yeah, that's your lot.
Right, sound.
See you next time, folks.
Yep, see you next time.
Bye.